Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. It's egg hatching time. Welcome everyone to the stream. Today I put out a poll. It has been decided today we're hatching Sneasels. But I have 120 Sneasel eggs, and that's gonna be today's goal. And, welcome. I've got all of these eggs ready for entertainment. I'm sure it won't get at all repetitive or boring looking at the same screens for the next hour. Yes, pat the sneeze. I'm quite happy to be grinding this shiny, honestly. It looks very cool. I enjoy it a lot. And yes, Boo decided to get a drink on my way back, so I've let him keep it. And, you know, I'll just let him do what he does, you know? Yes. So I'm not sure really, I'm not sure what I wanna kind of focus on whilst I'm hatching these eggs. I figured maybe I'll just go around and I might clear out some raids and see what's around. If there's any good like the Mystica raids, I'll probably do those. But yeah, I haven't really got anything in mind. My outbreaks today have been pretty bad, but I just couldn't be bothered going and resetting a bunch of times, so we only have that. I've got a Bronzong, we've got Car, Little, and there's something else. Yeah, Dreepy. Which I do like Dreepy, but I already have enough Dreepies, so I'm not going to be bothering with it. I also do have this. I know that's a Grafii, but you know, that's not all that interesting. So I figured I might just go find somewhere to start doing laps around. And before then, maybe let's just locate where all the raids are and start riding towards those. There's one down here. We'll go check that. I do just want to like go clear everything out. Nope, that's a fish. Just, you know, get everything done. So I'm kind of doubling up on BGM. Let me turn this one down. There you go. We'll just leave my BGM on for now. Why not? It's a little more exciting. Yeah, how's everyone's day going? Myself, I have just been on a what would it be? It's been like an hour and a half walk. Because I wanted to go spend some time during the community day rerun hours, just to like get all the egg bonuses. Because there was a Riolo event yesterday, and I missed out on hatching a bunch of them. So I just went and did a walk for them. Everyone's just waking up. Hello, Raz. Welcome. Yeah, I think doing 2 days of walking after not walking a whole lot, aside from maybe like work, it's been my legs have not enjoyed it. And I think I gave myself a blister today on my foot, or on like one of my toes, which is TMI, but you know, it hurts. You're studying. Well, good luck with studying. You can do it. I also got myself a cup of miso because yeah, miso because it's cold. Still, although it's not as cold today as it has been, but it's noticeably uncomfortable. Yeah, it's okay. I don't really need to walk anywhere until like Tuesdays, so it should be fine. It should be able to heal by then. It only really showed up like after I took off my shoes, so maybe one of my shoes was just too tight. That's okay. We'll live. So I wanted to get like a proper counter. I was looking into how to do like actual counters, like with a hotkey, but I didn't have time to set it up today because I walked inside like at around 3:30 and just immediately came in and started setting up stuff for stream. I was trying to rework the overlay, because usually what I do is on this bottom bar, you know, I've got like the current goal shiny with the egg count, and usually I just slap all the other PNGs over the other side of it. We went completely past that raid. But I wanted to like add another bar to like last shiny caught and like set it up properly instead of just kind of sticking them all on a line. But I didn't have time to properly set it up. Or I couldn't do it with what I had available. Is more like what happened. Because I was just trying to use like the objects I already had to like move them around and just like put some text, but it's okay. I'll probably get that sorted for like a future stream. Maybe I'll like consider getting an overlay that's specifically for Pokemon, because I know a lot of other Pokemon streamers do have a specific overlay, and I wouldn't mind having my own version. Because I do this like often enough to warrant having one. Okay. Where was that raid? Oh, it's over there. I'm hoping we can find some semi-decent raids today. Maybe knock a couple out. Unfortunately, I've been doing a lot of online trading and raids and stuff, so I didn't keep the Delphox raids from the second week. And we're a week too early for Rillaboom, so we don't have any 7 stars, which is unfortunate. But I'll be glad to have a new 7-star, and I'm excited for what comes after them, honestly. Because Rillaboom kind of ends the current sets, really. Because everything else is complete. I guess the only thing that isn't complete would have been technically like Gen 1 starters, because we got Charizard. But I think if we were going to get Blastoise and Venusaur, we probably would have already gotten them. That was a 5-star, but I'm pretty sure Bronzong doesn't really give us anything. Let me give him my list. We go get the list of good raids. I know Dondozo and Among Us is one. 5-star raids. Galele, that was probably what I was mixing it with. What's our next raid? Alright, let's go check out this section. Oh, Bronzong does give them. It gives Salty. Maybe we do that one. Okay, maybe we go back for the Bronzong. You have to use this excuse for still drops anything good. True, and it can supposedly, but the drop rates are still really low. It's most likely going to give absolutely nothing. But it is only a 5-star, so I could just throw Annihilate at it and who cares? Right. I need 3 stars. There's another on the other side, right? Yep, there's water and electric. Get some good for those. No hoeing babies and Zesty, yeah. Someday, I can only assume that because there's so many starters that aren't in yet. Like, I can only assume that for maybe first part DLC we'll get 1 lot, and maybe second part we'll get another lot. But we're not even, I don't think we're anywhere near half. Like, we've only barely, how many gens have we got? Like, 2 gens and then PLA stuff. And then two Pokemon from, like Gen 1 starters, but not really. Technically, it's only really Charizard. I don't exactly count the Pikachu into that. Yeah, no Gen 3 or Gen 4 at all. And then we still need the other two. The other 2 of Gen 8 and Gen 2. So they have plenty. And then we're at some point we're more than likely gonna get the Mew and Mewtwo's. Is Magna on this list? No. Oh, Tatsugiri can give bitter. Oh my god, that stupid bug. Yeah, Meganium does deserve probably a bit of redemption. Tatsugiri, let's go back to this Tatsu. Just slap the fairy type on him. Honestly, you probably could. It could be an interesting thing. Now, I do wonder what kind of stuff we would have as a as like an extended Paradox like library. I'm not sure it's really which Pokemon I'd like to see get another form. I probably would like to see more Pokemon that take the same route as like the Megas, because it was kind of nice to get that link between Roaring Moon and Mega Salamence after having like this little sprinkle of kind of lore that we got with Aerodactyl. Where it's like, yeah, it just reawoken some like genes and it got some of its features back. And then we get Roaring Moon, it's like, this is just quite literally the Mega. It's obviously that's kind of like very heavily weighted to like the past ones, but it's whatever. Wait, what? Wait, you didn't know about like the Aerodactyl thing? I'm pretty sure it's like one of its dex entries or something. It's like it's Mega Evolved allowed it to reawaken like some dormant genes, and that's why it has like all the rocks on it. This is like features it lost when it was like reborn, because it is a fossil. Kind of cool. I need to like do some. I need to do some more hunts for Bagon at some point. I don't think I have a shiny Bagon. Jeez. I'm not sure if, like, for things like the pseudos, I'm not sure if I want to just do Masuda on them, or if I want to just farm them in my game since they're already native to it. I wouldn't mind getting one that has better stats, but I can kind of go for better stats anytime and not have to worry about whether or not the shiny is good stats or not. So I'm just trying to work through the shiny deck still. That's all I really need them for. Decent Tatsugiri, but not one I need. Is there any nearby that we can drive to? We can drive this. One electric to the other. Now, at the same time, if I was to want to select any Pokemon that would get possible extended paradox forms, there is a part of me that does want to stray away from ones that have gotten previous like forms. Top of the big mountain near the crab has Bagon. Yeah, that's probably like the spot I'd go to. There's quite a lot of dragon spawns up there. I've tried to use that spot to make an outbreak spawn, but I could never do it. Granted, I wasn't like trying the right way. Hariyama. Thought I remembered something about this being something, but apparently not. Okay, well, none of my consent. I was considering today doing a hunt for Frigibax, because I know there's this like spot here is really good. Like you can just picnic up here on this corner and just spawn a whole heap of them if you put a dragon booster on. We might do that later. If we take a break from eggs, we can go do half an hour or so of trying to find a Frigibax. The issue with them is they're just incredibly annoying to spot. I think like the game designers have just this absolute desire to make the worst shinies possible all the time. The Gen 9 shinies, there's so many that are horrible. Another Hariyama. Get the backs and then go for Bagon? I could, but if I'm doing it specifically for my shiny decks, I'll need 3 of them. Yeah, getting Ditto and Zorua is really annoying. I feel like Zuru would be another one that I would just Masuda rather than going for them. Ditto is unavoidable, but yeah, I don't want to mess with it. Despite even how long it took me to get the Hisuian Zuru like shiny, I would still rather go and do it in eggs. It's just, it does not look fun. Finally back on some eggs. The base Hisuian Sneasel was so cool. I really enjoyed Sneasel, but like I love this form so much. Pulse mode stiff. I mean, it's probably because they're only like one spot, aren't they? The Zuru outside the normal gym. I don't recall them being anywhere else. Oh, hello. We are under the world. Very passable candle dogs. Man, candles. I want Chandelure back so badly. I miss them. That's where the outbreak is. Yeah. I think I've gotten at least one time where the Zuru outbreak spawned for me, but they just don't work. Which is sad. I'm pretty sure Ditto still works. I don't know why Zuru is such an oddball that it does not want to work. There must be some kind of difference between illusion and imposter that just it does not allow them to work. It's really annoying. Alright, what do we got? Give us the goods. That's not the goods. There's quite mad, in fact. Let's just fly for this one. Yeah, with a dark sandwich, they'd definitely be easier. You do the same with Ditto too. The issue with Ditto is that the good spot for Ditto also spawns Tandem Mouse. Five-star Dozo. Does 5-star Dozo give it? Yeah, 5-star Dozo it is. Nice. Do I have a good grass attacker on me? This is dark. Oh, this one. That'll do. What do you reckon? Do you guys want this open? Because I can put a code if you want to. Fight and feel life. Up to you. All right, I'll open it. Join if you wish. It's only really for the Herba Mysticas anyway. because I'm not exactly out, but I wanna get more of them. Howkey. Wait. I'm waiting. You can't indicate? Oh, I'm off blur. I'm an idiot. Hold on. The dumb has happened. I'm so used to just like being online that like I completely forgot that I wasn't. Alright. Challenges a group. Link card. In before. No, I was online already in this world, so it's fine. It'd be even more hilarious if this guy actually still has order up and I just get absolutely crapped on. Welcome. And hopefully this actually drops one. So I'm stacking in shapes whilst I'm waiting. I didn't realize that that Paladin was in the same tier of raids where they give you multiple Cobra Mysticas. Let's go slap a fish around. There's actually like quite a lot of Pokemon that give out other Mysticas. I wasn't like completely aware of that. I kind of just spam the 5 stars whenever I really see them. I just don't really pay much attention to it. I'm on the ground again. It's too bad that I'm lowering the special. Yeah, rip Bozo. I think between me doing all this and hands, he's kind of done for. Come on. Nope, okay. One day I'll be able to do something. There we go. One more. Enjoy being -6. Pickle? Don Dozo. It didn't say what that did, it just Don Dozo. Goodbye, Rain. New reaction image just dropped. Just Dondozo. Stockpile. I don't think this will be needed, but yeah, Terra Blast. He's gone. Or maybe not. Or maybe the game just doesn't know what to do with itself right now. Get him. Almost. Not my stats. Goodbye. That extreme close-up. One free fish. Now give me your herbs, please. Flip. I need to do a nothing. I need to do a shiny hunt for Applin at some point too. That might also be another Pokemon that I put on the Masuda list. Because the location for that is kind of annoying. Where am I? There we go. No good. We keep begging. We can drive down there. It's becoming night. Yeah, see, this is the spot that I know of for like easy Artibacks or Frigibacks. Is like right here. And there's no other dragons. It's good. Wouldn't mind doing that. Like Vaxcalibur has really grown on me as a Pokemon. I wasn't like super fond of it when I like first saw it, but I've started enjoying it more and more. I haven't never really used one. I think I tried to during my playthrough, but because of the slow XP, by the time I got one, it was kind of too late. But I wouldn't mind getting one. I'm not sure what kind of niche it fills in roles, in raids though. You with the Golden Go, yeah. I can't remember. I think I got my Golden Go after League. Possibly? I can't remember. Maybe I got it like just before. I know I got it whilst in like the mountains, either before or after fighting Eri, but I'm not sure if it was before doing the League. But at the time I wasn't like super interested in Golden Go. Maybe a chill, comfy dude. He's a very chill dude. It's kind of a shame that his kind of walk animation isn't really incorporated into anything else. Like as a Pokemon in battle, he's very not boring, but like kind of plain. From molding, the cubicle wasn't still yet. At least it wasn't the same disappointment as Sarah Legend Armor Rouge. I honestly still can't really understand why Armor Rouge is psychic. Like, the fire still kind of makes sense. They evolved from a fire type. And like they've both got fire aesthetics. I just don't understand the psychic part. Like he's a cannon. Like he's a set of armor that becomes a cannon. How is that not steel? Umi. Or Sligo. Let's maybe go for the dark one first. We can check on the Breloom. Hello Breloom, you're not shiny. Expanding force, expanding brain, yeah. Maybe that's the whole reason. Just because of the whole removing expanding force from Hatterene. They just needed an excuse to add expanding force to something. They couldn't let Indeedee just do nothing. They had to add a new Pokemon just for that. That's its entire function, is just to be an expanding force bot. More eggs. Really do hope I get at least one shiny today. I can't remember how many I've done already. I think maybe around 100 or so Sneasels. I think most of that effort was just trying to get one with good stats to be able to pass on. And of course get Adamant with for a good Sneasler. Because I do plan on making a Sneasler for like raids. Because I think it might have a good spot. Because I don't really have a good poison attacker. So I think that's what I'm gonna use it for. Like I do have what's his name? Iron Moth. But Iron Moth is very fragile. And it's not suitable for anything that has ground moves. Wrong button. It's some new eggs. One box already. I haven't been taking count of this at all. There we go. I'm always so bad at keeping count of that. This is why I wanted to get that counter. But I just didn't get it in time. I was trying really hard to find a to get a third-party app for it. Couldn't find anything good or even up to date. Maybe I'll look a bit harder at some point. And yet another SV disappointment. Yeah. I do like quite often believe I made like the wrong choice picking Violet over Scarlet, but there are a lot of exclusives in Violet I would much rather have. But I think they definitely won the battle of having the cooler Pokemon and also the better names. A second Sliggr. These were both the same raid. Did we check that one? I don't think we did. Let's go check it. I really wish they'd put a little more effort into the futuristic names. There could have been some cooler stuff. Maybe they would have run out of words faster if they were more like the past ones, but like it's so just lazy. Shape time. Where was that raid? I think it was up, right? These should be, yep. Efficient and mass produced, that is very true. Like, it's topical, but like... On top of just like so many other things that Scarlet and Violet is, it's just it doesn't paint any good photos. It's kind of just another decoration on top of a lot of questionable decisions. Yeah, she noticed me, but thankfully she ran past me. They're thankfully not as bad as low kicks. Low kicks are still the absolute enemy. Dragon Am. Okay, first 30. I need to like find myself a good luck charm for when I do these streams. I think usually we get pretty lucky, but they're all usually pretty dry. Dry streaks of Chinese. You know, one thing I'm still disappointed with is that we haven't got anything to do with like this giant area yet. Knowing that it's like very likely it's connected and it'll have something to do with Cantor, and then they just did nothing, kinda Kind of a shame. Where are these raids? Are they here? Oh, there's an item up there. There's an item I never got. Oh yeah, Keller, sorry, not Kanto. Close enough. This is one of the Pokemon games I have played the least, so the name does not stick with me. Zorok. I don't think that's on any list. It's just kind of neat. Yep, it's just kind of neat. That's all it is. What was that rock one? Over there. Bears. I've been eyeing off buying Legends Arceus like all week. I am very tempted, partially because of the bear. Ursaluna is pretty cool. When is Unova gonna do its thing? Sure. There are a lot of regions that have gotten not a lot of love. I'd say like Unova and Johto are probably top of that list. What's up here? Really hate this raid spot. It's so annoying. We're gonna get attacked. Yes, hello, Car. How are you? What do you got for me? Gardevoir. You are not on the list. But I don't really care. That one's somewhat easy to get. We'll just drive back through. I'm gonna fly over most of it. And she's Rocker. Just a rock mum. Want to try and avoid as much of this forest as possible. There's so many things that just run at you when you're in the egg menu. Good Dracloak, where are they? If we get a black and white remake that's as bad as VDSP, I'd rather they not give us Unova. Legend game, on the other hand, yeah. I've seen a lot of people making some pretty big speculations about it being a Legends Kyurem. Could be cool. Being of one of the generations that never got its third game and ended up just getting sequels instead. Could be interesting. I just wonder what they do. Like, would it just be exactly the same as like as PLA. Like it's just a past Pokemon game. I'm not sure if I'm like be fully on board with another one of those. You get both? Yeah, maybe. Or what would they really do a... Would they do a Black and White 3 and a Legends game? In the dark of this current topic? Yeah. I'm only on top of it because of like... Mostly because of recommended videos keep popping up, which I'm trying to ignore because a lot of them are containing spoilers towards the Pokemon DLC as well, and I really want to keep myself away from that. I managed to, for the most part, be completely blind in, and it made it so much better. Yep, I've kind of ruined, quote unquote, too many games by watching something or hearing or reading something before going into it. And when it's a story game like this, it makes it so much better. Another thing I hate about the Black and White discussion is we wait for years for soon and then we barely have any years since BDS sequel. People want to meet new egg. Yeah. I think it's very unlikely. I would honestly be more inclined to assume that this year would be they'd launch a smaller project and then just do the DLCs for Scarlet and Violet, which they're kind of already doing because they've got like their Detective Pikachu and all of that other random stuff coming out at some point. I don't think we're gonna get like a main game this year. Yeah, and Pokemon Sleep. That's like a little bit different, but yeah. I've got like quite a few Pokemon Go friends who have bought the device for Pokemon Sleep. I just don't understand the appeal. Like, I know it's just getting extra stuff for something you're doing anyway. Easy. But outside of that, I don't get what the point is. Elephant. No, Sleep wasn't a meme. It's a real game. It is 100% a real game. I think, as far as I'm aware, you have to have the Pokemon Plus to be able to use it. I'm not sure if you can do it without it. But that just seems like such a waste to buy a whole device just for sleeping, which is free. Pokemon alone, that's enough? Yeah. I was only saying that to people last night because I was talking to someone at work and they asked me if Pokemon Go was still as big. If like it was still very popular. Like, well, it's not as big as it was and it's declining, but like of course it is because it's just Pokemon. Like, you put Pokemon in anything and people are gonna buy it. People just kind of go crazy for it no matter what. Probably go at this at like minute 30, by the way. Or give it to a minute. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Oi! Could beat up a dolphin. I'm kind of annoyed like at how many Pokemon they're actually now, like looking through this list, like how many Pokemon are available for giving out Herbers. And then like how often they've actually see any of them. Two intimidates. Boom burst, sure. Elephant makes it really easy that like it never is able to become its hero form. Because its stats are just so awful. And it's burned, perfect. Even less attack. Another one. The double resist is just so sad. I never noticed it, but it goes through the ring in its tail before. It's kind of cool. When is the next Pokemon event? It's like Worlds, right? So like we've got like 2 weeks. I'm getting kind of bored from being in such a high of Pokemon content, and then we've kind of entered a real quiet zone, which hasn't helped with like how uneventful Scarlet and Violet has been. Especially since we had those a huge bunch of weeks where we had issues with everything, and like nothing was being produced. Another one. Give me the fish. Who doesn't love a free Pelican? Unite's popping off. I haven't seen a whole lot about Unite. I've like very loosely been following it esport league, but I don't always catch the streams. No Herbert Mystica's again. Yeah, the 2 year. they released the Mewtwo with its megas, and then they pulled the update almost immediately and put it into maintenance mode because it was too powerful. Who would have thought? This one. Protect the Tink game mode? Like Tinkaton? That's kind of interesting that Tink is like already in another game. That's very fast. Well, if they're already being used as like an NPC, it's very unlikely. But hopefully. What was the another event with the like the almost like raid-like event? But I'm not sure if any of those ever became playable characters. I don't think they did. I think most of them were legendaries anyway. One more. What is this terror? Oh, it's a Sneasel. Beep, 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 beep. No, we're not getting any perfects today. I noticed that last night too. I was doing I've been on a hunt for the shiny flame breed Taurus. And I think I've gone through maybe 90 in the last few days without barely getting anything that was like perfect. Which is very odd. I don't usually get such long streaks without 6 IVs. Which is fine by me because I always struggle getting rid of them. So if I don't get them to begin with, I mean that's easy. I just go into Pokemon Home and select 30 and delete all of them. This the total. Where is that other one? Behind us. Up there. Up in the Appleton zone. Check the water Taurus is movable, and I'm surprised it wasn't used at all in VGC stuff. You'd think that Intimidate used with Aquajet would be close combat. Well, it was in like Regulation 1. In the very first tournaments of Scarlet and Violet, there was a lot of water Taurus. Specifically because of Wave Crash and Intimidate. But yeah, when King Gambit like picked up, Intimidate dropped for a very long time, and also when Annihilate was used more. And then they both kind of fell off at the same time that the Ruins were around. And now we're back into a meta with Intimidates again with what was Gyarados and now it's Landorus Incarnate. There are still quite a few King Gambits being used in VGC. Although they're completely different to like the first
first King Gambits. And there are like a few different variations that I've seen. There's a lot of them that go into that lean really heavily into their dark typing with counter cleave, and then there are a few of them that go really defensive. One sec. Oh yeah, 2 more. Where's our next raids? There's one right there. Cool, we'll just drive to that. Of course it's Landorus, yep. Of course it's Landorus. All of the genies are pretty heavily meta at the moment because, you know, Herder, you put them back in the game and everyone just gravitates to them because they're all good. I know specifically Tornadus and Landorus Incarnate are the two that are really getting a lot of use at the moment. I've seen a surprising amount of videos where people have been using Galarian Moltres too. There's been quite a number of those. Ooh, a Bax. Bax doesn't get special treatment though. Cool, wait though, I'll try to remember that. Got Bug raid. I don't remember if I've ever seen a Baxcalibur raid before, or even done one. Comfy Bug. Mousehold Bug. It was a family of 3, but it's kind of bad. Only a 4. Only a 4-star. I need them Herbert raids, man. Where are they? Bring me more dozers, that's what I need. This area is such a pain to get around. So I remember at some point I was farming really hard for a Stantler, and this area is just so annoying. All the different elevations combined with how buggy the climbing can be sometimes, it's not fun. There we go. Any casual shinies just hanging out up here? Surely there's something. There's nothing. This was the Flareon, not the raid. Need the raid. There it is. It was not at all worth it. Where's the other one? Over there. This one will be worth the climb. Surely. Indeed email. Indeed female is on the spicy list, but I'm not sure if that means it's Yeah, I'm not sure how in depth this is, if it's both of them or just one of them. I could do it regardless, but I don't know. Let me out. Alright, we need some new eggs. 30. Whoop. Where's my counter? Keep losing my text box. There it is. There you go. Where's the next raid? Maybe just give up on raids for a bit, and we'll just hatch. Where has it gotten here? I'm kind of glad I got pointed out to this spot. The very decent spot for I can't climb that. It's a decent spot for hatching eggs. Because I did learn on my own accord that you can hatch eggs up here. Or like you could picnic on here. It's just as handy to be able to just use it as the place to rotate around. Feed. Wonder if it. Yeah, probably not. I was thinking if it was better to do it above, but probably not. There you go. Yeah, I guess the only downside of this using this place is it makes you a lot more dizzy. Yeah. Maybe we'll just do it without going fast. What is that? 2. Another one. I did also want to bring up about inquiring about next week in my schedule. Because I'm not entirely sure about all the things I want to do next week. I was thinking that I'll probably move Subnautica to a different day rather than the Monday. And I might make my Monday stream later in the day. And make it more of like a night. Well, a night for me kind of stream. Because this week was very much just like a test run of how I could run a schedule. Which I think it went fairly well. I had to make like a couple of changes, but it otherwise went like pretty smoothly. Which is good, because I think I'm gonna try a little harder to actually use the stream schedule from now on, now that I have it, to try and for one, to force myself to like actually commit to the streams. I do have a lot of problems with that. You know, like quite often I'll get the urge to do it, and then I never complete setting it up. But I'll try to. But I was thinking I might maybe do another stream of Death Must Die to try and finish the game. I mean, it is just the demo, so once you've finished the 10 minutes, that's kind of like the end of the run, but I never actually got to finish a run. I wouldn't mind trying to do that again. And then, but the issue with that is that I'm not sure if I want to do Death Must Die and Holocure in the same week. Like, is it too much of the same thing? But I did want to grind out some Holocure just to get some more Gachikois done before the ID update. Like, I don't need money or anything for like in-game purchases. I just want the Gachikois done. So that's less things I have to grind when I get to the new update. So I could do that. Like I said, I'll probably change Subnautica. Maybe I'll put that on the Thursday stream, where it's like later in the afternoon. I don't think it really worked out on a Monday. It's kind of like an awkward time and a awkward game for what I was doing. But maybe I'll do something more casual tomorrow night. Because like I haven't started building the schedule at all. I was probably going to do that after this stream tonight because I've been pretty busy on the weekend. But I do have tonight to go over it and see what there is. But maybe I need to start trying to look for some new games to put in there. And if I do end up maybe going and buying a different Pokemon game, I can do a playthrough of that. Because I never streamed any of my going through the story in Scarlet and Violet. I'll definitely do that once we get to DLCs. I'll put all the DLCs on stream. But yeah, definitely wouldn't mind giving that a try. I'd probably be more inclined to try some fan-made Pokemon games too, but I've never set them up, and I'm not sure if I'd be able to commit to finishing them. But I also, because of I went through and set up all like the merging stuff for Bethesda into Steam, so I do have Doom available to me again. That's now updated. So I could probably finish playing the DLC of Doom. I wouldn't mind that. That could be like an easy late week kind of thing. Yes, Doom. Emerald Road. Possibly. Because I'm not too familiar with anything, but I don't want to do anything like super difficult. I was considering fusions yesterday when I was like thinking to myself, but yeah. No like super difficult stuff. I don't want to mold or like have to like put in time to actually completing it. Just something that's more fun. We're halfway. Halfway there. I'm not sure like what else I can, what else I have that I could do a stream on at the moment. I mean, it's Pokemon Overlay, but it doesn't get Giga Hard in later half and the runs it does. Okay. Impossibly. Yeah, I think I'm just like kind of running out of games to do at the moment. I haven't really bought any new games. I do still need to do Cyberpunk as well, but I need to do some testing with my streams, because I was getting some issues at the start of the Subnautica stream. And I was getting issues all the way through that Cyberpunk stream as well. And I'd rather have them fixed before I try and stream more of them. Like, Subnautica was a little less bad, but the Cyberpunk issues were really bad. And it just made the stream really horrible to watch. And I just, yeah, I really want to remedy that. Yeah, an hour and a half. I could definitely be doing some more Pokemon at the end of the week next week. I don't want to do it earlier in the week. I'd rather save it for after Rillaboom comes out. Because we'll either be doing the shiny hunting for that, or maybe the raids for it next weekend. I might try and maybe put that on the Saturday rather than the Sunday. The only reason I didn't put it on Saturday this week is because I work Saturday nights. So I wasn't exactly confident in being able to get that during the day and then go to work at night, because I wasn't sure what else was going to pop up. Which I'm kind of glad I didn't this week, because I ended up having the Riolu day instead. And I couldn't stream that for obvious reasons. But for next week, I'll try and change stuff around a little bit more and see what else works. I don't think I'm in the position at the moment to do 2 streams during a day. I'd probably just keep it to 1. But I think the length of the streams has been working out well for me. Like, any more than 2 hours starts to feel like a little bit of a stretch. But I don't know. I feel like for the first week of setting myself on a schedule, it went pretty well. And it helps too that I had a number of days between streams because of work. Wednesday was another day that I was thinking about trying to squeeze that in as well as an extra day. Because I do still want to keep at least one day that is like a full day off, because at the moment I kind of just used all my off days as stream days. I'll go over it and see what I can do. But I'll work on that later tonight. I've got at least a list of maybe 4 or 5 things I can at least put on there. Perhaps I can even look through my library and see of things that I haven't completed. But I want to get like streaming fixed first, which I did like have a bit of discussion with one of my like tech savvy friends this week, and we kind of came to the conclusion that maybe most of my issues is probably like CPU related. Because I know with my issues with I'm having a bunch of issues with Overwatch, but I am running all that off of an M.2. So all of that stuff is being run through virtual memory, and that's where all my like stutters are coming from. So it can be fixed by just moving it onto my SSD, but obviously I get slower load times. But I'm not in a position to be able to fix that with hardware at the moment, so I'm gonna have to just find a workaround, especially for Cyberpunk, because that game is very demanding. But I'll see what we can do. Maybe I can just put it on the schedule for next week, and if we get to it, we get to it, and if we don't, what matters? And I'll just I'll do something else. We did also get we got some like a Lego set at some point. I think it was for a birthday present. I wouldn't mind trying to do that as a stream, but I need to figure out how to get a second cam. 'Cause obviously my camera is being used for recording me right now. But I need to get a second one for the hands. I could also just maybe do like PNG for that and just use the camera. But we'll see. That's hands. I may need to get like new gloves too though, because the pair of gloves that I have were for I think they were for a costume that I did like years ago, and they have a bit of staining on them from like I think from food. So I'd have to do that. I'd have to buy some new gloves. Some ghost fingies. I think Lego could be interesting. It's only like a small set though. It's not like a huge set. We are. Come on, Sneasels, where's the shiny? Whoop. At least we're like moving through these pretty quickly, which is nice. I was wondering whether or not I needed to set up an egg power for this, but it's pretty fast. It's a lot faster when we're not traveling between gyms too, or like terror raids, is what I meant. I've got Go Brain still activated. A raid is just a gym in my mind still. I did try to like with that community day today. I did try to avoid. I did try to avoid getting too many. Like trying to catch too many Squirtles today. I did think I ended up with maybe 3 or 4 shinies. Without like really trying, because I don't need them. I have too many. How many did I get? I got 3 shinies. 3 shinies and a shiny Riolu. Which wasn't bad for like for an hour and a half, and also not really catching them. Because this was like a makeup event of a rerun event from an event that I did in like 2018. I didn't really need them. 3 more. I am liking this spot for hatching eggs a whole lot more than going around Levincia. This has been a lot nicer. Even like just the slight lack of having to dodge through the people on that walkway, it's been nice. Giving us any additional shiny luck though. One more. One more for 80. Use Team Starbases. I did that for a bit too. I think I used the Dark Base. I just kind of looped around that track for a while. But there's still like objects and stuff in there as well. It's not like completely empty. And this is just a real like handy circle as well, which makes it very easy. For the most part, I can just kind of stop paying attention. Except for when I do that, because I look at my other screen. Do kind of want to grab a drink, maybe after we do these 5 eggs, because my throat's starting to hurt. Yes, perfect timing. It'd be less of an issue if I was just going around the inside, but going around the inside was making me dizzy because of all the lines on the floor. I was really hoping that this little lip around the outside would kind of hold us into a circle, but we just kind of ride over it. We are. We're gonna have to get a second Sneasel, shiny Sneasel at some point too. I haven't actually evolved a Sneasler in Violet yet. I need to do that. But the only perfect I have is the one that I'm breeding with. The next closest is I have 2 that are 5 IV with a Fantastic. They're like a male and a female. What number is this? We've got 1 more for the 5. Number 85. Anything special about 85? Nope. Not today. Another bonus if I had gotten these done very quickly, as I could have been getting into doing more of the Hisuians quicker. Because I do have a Hisuian Growlithe in my boxes that I need to start doing stuff with. I think it's a 4 IV, but it's from overseas. But I'm not sure if I want to change the ball that it's in, because I might change it into something like an Ultra Ball just for the color. But I'm not sure yet. I did have my Hisuian Zorua in a Beast Ball. I kind of want to maybe do that for some other Hisuians. Obviously not for Sneasel because I've already like started with it. I mean, I've had this idea in my mind of having like an automatic flowchart for crossbreeding Pokemon for trading balls between types. I have no idea how I logistically build that. There's just so many choices. Because obviously you got like egg groups. And like you could theoretically pass one ball through several egg groups to the Pokemon that you want to use. And it's like, it's very easy to get that flowchart when you know the Pokemon, but when those Pokemon end up being like so many different types. And then some Pokemon have multiple egg groups as well. It'd be like such an insane program. Or flowchart or whatever. Yep, all because of the lack of balls. Maybe we'll get a way to get them when we get the Blueberry Academy. There's been a lot of theories that I've heard that that's where we'll get like Battle Tower and items for kind of more accurately adjusting IVs and stuff, or EVs. That's kind of my hope. Alright, 90. The last box. Where we get what? Battle Tower. There's been a lot of people who want to believe that we will get a Battle Tower in the DLC for Blueberry Academy. Which I also really hope that we do. That would be really cool. I never actually gotten to experience a Battle Tower, and if we get one, that would be really fun. So screw getting a drink, let's just brute force these last 30 Pokemon. Let's just get them done. Get them done and pray for the black and yellow. Yeah, it's like, I can't remember who it was for what video I was watching, but their predictions is basically, yeah, everything like to be able to customize competitive Pokemon. Because genning is such a big issue in Pokemon. Like, people know that it's wrong, but people still do it. And there isn't really a way to stop it, but if they added functions that specifically you're able to alter your Pokemon and reduce IVs in the way that you need to and all that kind of stuff, it would make it like so much easier to not need gen stuff. And I think the competitive scene would take a real like big advantage of having some kind of like DLC laboratory kind of add-on that does all that stuff. Even popular players, Gen 1s, yeah, there's probably a lot of them. How else do you get specifically a 21 IP heat brand or something? Yeah, it's... I'm sure there's plenty of people who have like spent so much time in the past like resetting Pokemon to get like the perfect one, but hacked Pokemon. So like when you go into your trading and you're like surprise trading and you get those like perfect Pokemon with like the perfect IVs and like hidden abilities and they're holding a Master Ball, those are gen Pokemon. Because like it's not exactly hard to breed for the Pokemon that you want, but there are some limitations. Like if you were making one for Trick Room that was a physical or a special attacker and you didn't want a physical attack in case of foul play, you could technically breed two Pokemon that are holding bands to pass down a no good IV to make them like completely perfect for you, but like it takes so much time, and that's only just for getting the Pokemon. Like if you wanted it to be shiny, that's even harder to get. If you wanted to fully train it, it's even worse. Like there's got to be a way that they add functionality to make it all more accessible. Because VGC and competitive has really taken off like this generation. Like it's been very user-friendly for like new people. Like especially me. I wasn't like huge into competitive before VGC. Scarlet and Violet. Like I think I watched Worlds and I kept up to date with like Pokemon news, but I never really deep dived into competitive. But I've just been kind of like obsessed with team building videos and watching all the live streams and stuff. I just haven't done it myself. But I think if they did implement a battle tower, that would be a big step for me for getting more into battling. Because I think this game might have been like the first time I really took like team building and items and EVs and stuff seriously in a playthrough. Before that, I kind of just did what everyone else, well, majority of the public does. They just kind of, you know, you button smash the whole way through your game with your over-leveled starter. Like, I actually put effort into this game. Which is obviously why I'm still playing, because, like, I enjoy it. And it's been a completely different experience for me. What is this? Is this 100? I think it's 100 now. 20 more to go. 20 more and then I've gotta go start thinking about dinner. I am ready for food. And then I'm gonna go make a schedule, obviously. Alright, come on, eggs. Usually when I'm doing these streams, towards the end of the eggs is where I get my shiny. So if I'm ever gonna get a shiny, these last 20 are gonna be the ones. It's just how it works. I don't make the rules, I just end up having the rules thrust upon me. I still like think about that Sobble egg a lot, with like being in the middle of talking about the 50-50 and then not getting one, and then that next egg getting it. Oh, 2 down. Three down. Beep 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 beep. Didn't have to like pull out my shiny folder today either. Usually I end up having to keep that open the whole time because we end up running into something in the wild. I think it's the first stream in a while where you haven't found just a, well, not full odds, but like a wild shiny. Okay, another 5. Really are skimping out on us on the perfects today. They don't want to give us one. 105. So with the maybe 60 odd ones I've done, there should be like 165, which is still well below Masuda kind of stuff, but you know. Because of the lighting, I actually thought that it was that. Do. 3 more. We're at the point where I should start counting these down individually. Do my fingers really want to do that much work? This is why I need that counter. Hopefully maybe by the next time we do a shiny hunt, which will probably be for Grookey, we'll have that. So this is 110. 10 more. Only a handful more laps. Come on, 110. I believe in you. Okay. Oop, too loud. There we go. Alright, let's do like a live countdown for the last 20. We'll keep on top of them for this one. And then hopefully we get some good luck. That's what we need. Grookey hug. I gotta admit, I'm not like the biggest fan of Grookey. I'm honestly like, I know I'm a simp for the water type starters, but even Sobble and Inteleon are kind of eh for me. I do very much like Cinderace. One of the rare occasions of starters where I do pick the fire type. The other one would probably be for Cyndaquil. I think if I did end up going and buying Legends Arceus, I will be playing Cyndaquil. Added bonus that its Hisuian form has ghost typing. What I should do, I should switch back over to the in-game volume for the last ones. Just for the last few. Let's turn the in-game music back on. We can have the suspense. The suspense of the music, that's what brings us the luck. Come on, please. Pray emoji. Nope. I like Rillaboom's design. It's nice to have a terrain setter that's actually good, especially when the Tapos aren't available. Yeah, that's very true. I like Rillaboom's design, but at the same time, every time I look at Rillaboom, I only see Steg Universe. It was my Hops Pokemon that it gets many minus points. True. When it is your rival's Pokemon, there are definitely points redacted. Could be worse. You could have your Hoenn rival have a shiny Ralts. Could always be worse. Yeah, Hops he's a very special kind of rival. Alright, 116. We're in the final five. When did we get the Sobble? It was like was it in the last 10 or was it in the last 5? I know it was very close to the end of the stream because I think I was trying to leave like quickly and I just kind of rushed through the rest of them. Alright, 117 is a dud. 118. Give it up for 118. Nope. Alright, 2 more. We're gonna go to the inner circle for this one. Come on. Come on, please. Today has to be the day. We're now at a 50-50. Oh. So if this was one side of the 50-50, that means the next side has to be the shiny, right? Surely. Surely this has to be the shiny. Please. It was not the shiny. Oh well. It wasn't the day. Luck was not with us. And we didn't get a single perfect either. Out of 4 boxes of Sneasel. I mean, this one's pretty alright. I might keep that one. I'll keep that one because it's special. It's something that that doesn't have a good special attack. I'll keep that one. I think the rest of these are all pretty mediocre. That's all of them. What's this? What I don't like are the ones from X and Y in comparison. Hop and How aren't that bad for me, but it may just be a low bar, honestly. But the fact that How is Champion Challenger and Ultra Sun Moon is Giga Hype. I can't remember much about How and his team, to be honest. I kind of breezed through Moon and didn't pay too much attention to what was happening. I still need to go back and finish all of my legendary stuff for that. Like I've still got the tapus to collect, and I need to set aside a day where I want to specifically like go around to all of the locations for the Zygarde cells. But it's just, there's so much to do for me in that game. I also need to still go and do like a bunch of Ultra Beast stuff. They really scratched the surface with that. I only just like got to the end of the game and did the first tapu and then just kind of logged out and I haven't touched it since. So yeah. I'll get there, and I do want to, because I do want to save all of those Pokemon, and I need to get into Pokemon Home and buy buy the subscription and move all my stuff over, but I kind of want to do that after I finished Alpha Sapphire as well, so I can get my Kyogre and my Rayquaza at the same time. But I also still need to go back and do my Deoxys, and I still want to go and do like Genies and the Reggies and all of that stuff. Like Reggies was the thing I was working on last in that game. Like I went and got my Relicanth for that, and I got a Wailmer that I need to make it a Wailord and do all that stuff. But that just takes time, and grinding in those old games is just so slow. Tapu Fini is held to capture. Well, yeah, Tapu Koko was also like annoying to me, but I also wasn't completely prepared for it because I kind of just throw it in there. But I'll be better prepared for the next one. That's all right. I guess maybe before I head off, I might quickly go and do my my 6-star for the day and see what we get, and then I gotta go make dinner and figure out what I'm doing, and I also need to go figure out this the schedule. The music is back, so we can turn this back on. Reply, alright. Where's my Yeah, let's use Appleton. I was gonna use my like my Lurantis, just because of the like contrary and just be getting loose storm boost, but it's probably just way more consistent to use Appleton. The Reddit investigating the brain was special, especially back in the days. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I never got to that stage when I initially played those games, so it's all very new to me, and now it's just like, alright, well, the internet kind of just tells you everything about them. I'm kind of just getting them for the sake of that I've missed out of so many Pokemon for so many years that I feel like I need to catch up. But I think for things like the Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, the Genies, I'd probably be better off just buying Legends Arceus and playing through that and getting them all through it for that game, and then they're directly on my Switch. But things like getting Ray and Kyogre with like the Hoenn, the champion of Hoenn ins and everything into this game, I care about that a lot, so I will definitely be putting more effort into those. I enjoy Hoenn a lot. And I'll make sure to like move in all of my, you know, good Pokemon once I finish with it. Good luck with the shiny hunting. Thank you very much, and good evening, Kirby. I did just finish hatching all 120 eggs, and unfortunately we were very unlucky today. So we're just doing this raid, and I think we're gonna call it a night. And I'll have to prepare some new eggs for later in the week. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. And I'm poisoned, of course. Yeah, it's a shame. That's alright. This is only really the first maybe 200 or so that I've ever done. So we're well within the region of getting the Masuda numbers. Theoretically, you can transfer all the way from RC, but I don't have my first ever starter anymore. I don't even have the normal DS. I have my DS, but I don't think I have that copy of the game. It is very useless to me. I think I was good at like originally planning and going through all of that Pokemon stuff whilst I was on holiday, but I just never got around to it. Of course it knocks me out, why wouldn't it? Oh, it crits. Yeah, of course. I should have just used the Rantis. I wish I had Shell Bell on this as well, but I'm pretty sure I have Expert Belt just for getting extra damage. I had a bootleg copy of RC as a kid, there was something that had an internal battery runs out, a genuine copy that lose day-night cycles, but in the bootlegs you lose your whole file. Oh boy. Yeah, that sucks. Kind of forgot that I had a Giga Drain that whole time too. I could have just been using that. Didn't know it was a bootleg? No, that's even worse. It's so hard to tell between the bootlegs and the originals too. Like they got like really good at doing it. You kind of have like check a very specific stamp on the card. It's really annoying. I'm not sure if I ever had any bootleg versions as a kid. I'm pretty sure I had like legitimate ones of all the games that I had. But I do know that I had a cousin who had one of the I forget the name of them. They had the DS chips that had all of the games, like it had like 100 games on it. The most unlegit one I know that I had, or had access to. Oh, well, I think that that might mark the end. We've finished with our Sneasels, and I now need to go and clear them all out of this inventory. And I need to go and get myself a drink. And I guess I'm going to come back tonight and do one of these guys to keep filling out the decks. Whereas the decks has been coming along nicely, but it's just so many hurdles, especially with like these two starters. Like I finally got my first Quaxley, but like I still need another 2 of both of them. The Sprigatito's came pretty quickly, but these 2 are resisting, which isn't fun. Anywho, let's check this guy away. I'm gonna call it there, so I can go get a drink and fix my throat, because I kind of brute forced through to the end of that. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming by. It was a comfy time. And I'll get all the schedule stuff sorted out and try and post that tonight. I might post it tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can make any decisions tonight, but I will definitely try very hard to get at least a schedule out for the later end of next week. But I'll keep you posted, and I'll post it on the community tab and on Twitter. But thanks very much. I hope everyone enjoys their night or days, and I will see you whenever I see you. Goodbye everyone, and thanks for coming.